Hey everybody, welcome to Hey We're Talking, and I'm joined by the beautiful, talented Emma Black. Hi Emma.
Hi Scotty D.
How's it going? Are you doing fine today, I hope?
I'm great. It's a little bit warm here in Brisbane, but apart from that, I'm good.
Yeah, you get to experience summer right now while I experience the terrible winter.
I know. Is it snowing where you are?
It's not. You know what's funny is in the southern part of the United States, they got all this snow. And up here where I live in the north, it's like no snow at all. It's freezing. It's very cold.
Oh.
I think the other day when I was talking to Gina, the temperature here was minus 18 Celsius.
Whoa. Okay,
So
that's ridiculous.
That's cold. So zero,
freezing.
just for all the Americans out there, 0 is 32 degrees Fahrenheit here. So that's like freezing. Okay,
Yeah.
0 is freeze. So 0 for you guys is freezing. It's 32 for us, which makes no sense.
Yeah. No sense whatsoever. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but you have the inside
one
track. Just in case people don't know, Emma is married to Danny Black, who everybody knows on this show, has been on many times. And I'm sure you've seen Emma too, because she comes in and says hello. We always get to say hi to Emma, which is fun.
I know. I always pop in, or like I'm like Danny's like barmaid, pretty much. I'm just
Or you make sure
chats with you, or like on Creator Cast or something. He's like will text me while he's on. He's like, "Can you get me a drink?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, sure.
Yeah. So
Just like sneak in.
but now we get to have you all to ourselves. There's no Danny. This is just us. Are you excited?
And you guys get a female on as well, which is very rare for you.
It is. That's part of the reason that I was like, I need to talk to Emma, and I'm going to talk to Gina. I'm going to start talking to some ladies. There's nothing wrong with talking to the ladies, right?
Absolutely not. No, I think you should get more ladies on.
You're going to have to tell me who to talk to, because I don't know that many ladies, you know? I've been married for like 25 years. I only know like one girl, and then you're the other one, and then Gina's the other one. That's people that are involved in YouTube anyway.
Yeah, I feel like it's very male dominated,
Sure.
but then there are a lot of other females who do, I don't know, like the stereotypical like female kind of thing. And I'm also obviously talking about myself, like, because I run a predominantly female, like my target market is like females.
Yeah.
But like Gina's like family kind of vibe, whereas like I feel like the males are more into like vlogging and like tech kind of stuff and that kind of thing. There are obviously the exceptions, but you know, it's funny how those stereotypes kind of happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I guess the thing is though, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's like, you know,
No, not at all. Absolutely not.
there's not a ton of, I don't know. There's probably are a lot of guys who hula hoop, but I don't know any of them. So, I mean, are there a lot of guys that hula hoop?
Yeah, I know quite a few. Most of them, to be honest, are on mostly gay, because you know that.
I like how you were like, how am I going to say this?
Explain that, but it's just like a lot of them are.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are performers and that kind of thing. I think it kind of the style of hula hooping and the funness about it kind of lends itself to that kind of lends itself to females and you know, gay men, and that's okay.
I love every time you're getting ready to say it, you're like, okay, how do I say this? I got to make sure, how do I say this? I'm not trying to offend anybody.
I'm totally open to all that kind of stuff. But I didn't want to say, like, I mean, Danny hula hoops, but that's mostly because I'm like, do you want to hula hoop with me?
That's
like,
because
right,
he likes being married to you and he wants to make you happy. But it is fun and it's a good workout, which is one of the things that you've been like, that's something that you talk about all the time when you're doing like your hula videos and things like that. It's good for exercise, right?
It's really great. It's really great for your core. It actually, you can burn more calories hula hooping than running on a treadmill.
Really?
And it's way more fun. Yeah. Depending on like how intensely you hula hoop, obviously.
My light is slowly dying, by the way. I hope you can see it like just slowly dying out. I'm not going to switch it while we're talking. We'll just keep talking.
That's okay. I stole Danny's light. I was like, okay, how do I turn this on? How do I turn all of the things on? So microphone. And I was like, oh no, I don't know where my headphones are. And so I've got Danny's headphones, Danny's microphone, Danny's light. I'm in Danny's office.
You nailed it. You killed it. You did it great. it only took us like 2 seconds after we got on to figure it all out. We nailed it. And listen, tech is hard and I've struggled with it, but Emma killed it. She nailed it. So.
Yeah, I surprisingly, okay, now I say this, I bet something's going to happen. Oh, there's your light. Surprisingly, I'm quite good at tech, but I'm just not that like super interested in it.
Right.
So, and I know that Danny is, which is great.
Yeah.
So whenever I need something, I'm like, cool, how do I do this?
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, just do it this way. And I'm like, okay, great, I'll do it that way. And then it all works. And I'm like, sweet.
Yes.
Cool. So
speaking of, you're getting ready to do, you said you're getting ready to put together like a video series on hula hooping, and it's going to be like a tutorial kind of a thing. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to eventually, because Danny and we travel a lot. So it's really tough for me to like kind of get a business going when you can't like be in one place.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I can sell hula hoops while I'm here in Brisbane, but I can't do that when I'm traveling or, you know, when Danny's traveling, when I'm on a cruise ship or whatever, because you need a lot of equipment and you need the tubing and all the tape and that kind of thing. So basically what I want to do in the long run is take all the hula hooping stuff online so I can travel and do it all just like from my laptop. So I'm trying to create a course that's like, the first one that I want to create is like, it's called 40 Foundational Hoop Moves for Beginners. So
wow.
It's basically, so 40 moves, you get like, you pay like, I haven't quite worked out the pricing for it yet. So you go online and then you pay the money and then you get all the videos with like extra PDFs and that kind of thing that you can download. And then it'll just have like the 40 moves that you can do and you can add that into your hula hooping session. And
that sounds awesome.
Kind of, which is cool. So I'm in the middle of kind of nutting out and planning that course at the moment, which is really cool. And I've been trying to figure out the best way to get it to my customers, like whether it's I just upload the videos on YouTube, which I have done before for another course that I did a while ago. But then that didn't quite work that well, so I might go over to like this membership sites. It's very complicated.
No, but it sounds like you have a good idea of what you're going to do. I like it. It sounds good. It sounds like it's going to be. Definitely. I mean, hey, if you can do it and you can pull it off and get people to go over there and start learning how to hula hoop, that's awesome. I mean, because to me, when I think of hula hooping, for some reason, I think of like something from a long time ago. Like, tell me, how did you get into it? Like, what drew you into hula hooping? Okay.
Well, so I don't just do hula hooping. I do a lot of like circus and acrobatics as well.
Yeah.
So basically what happened when I was 8, I think, I would have been 8 years old. My family and I, we went on holiday to like Club Med, which is like an all-inclusive resort kind of thing where you can just you do all the activities, all your food's included, everything's included. It was a great family holiday because I've got an older brother and an older sister. Mm-hmm. So my parents were like, let's go on a holiday where we can put the kids in kids club and not see them for a whole week.
Yep.
Smart parents.
It is smart.
Yeah, it's very smart parenting. So we did that, and at the resort they had a flying trapeze. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like you like climb the ladder and you go off the platform and you swing you drop into the big nets, like 7 meters up in the air kind of thing. Yeah. So they had that, and because I played a lot of sport and I was a bit of a monkey kind of child, I did the flying trapeze, and then the people who were running that were like, oh, we want to put you in the flying trapeze show.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, okay, cool. I was like this teeny tiny little kid. And
yeah.
Like, okay, cool. I'll do whatever you want. I'll just hang by my knees and smile. And so then I did that. And the head guy who was working there was actually from Brisbane. He was Australian. And my mum was like, oh, my daughter really loves this. She loves performing. She's such a monkey of a child. Where can she do this back home? Mm-hmm. And so he gave us the name of a kids circus that was just starting up. But it's not like your traditional kind of circus. It's more like like you do gymnastics classes after school or like a tennis lesson or something. It'll just be like circus class. You just go to the place, you do an hour and a half, 2-hour class, and then go home.
Yeah.
So I started doing that, and then 2 weeks after I started doing that, they were like, hey, you're really good at this stuff. Do you want to join our performance troupe? Which is like pretty much a bunch of kids, and they just, do backflips and stuff like that, and they perform at like school fairs and fetes and community events and that kind of thing. And so I pretty much did that. I did that my whole childhood, just like after school, like 2 or 3 times a week, just like go to circus classes. And then the shows kind of got bigger and bigger as I got older, and we did performances like for like big corporate events and that kind of thing. So so I did a whole bunch of like, I found like aerials, the fabric that hangs down from the ceiling. I do all that kind of stuff. And and hula hooping was a part of all of that.
So I had no idea you were the most talented one in the family, Emma.
Yes, definitely. Danny's but Danny has different talents.
Yes, he does.
I have no musical talent whatsoever. I cannot play guitar, I can't sing, I can dance, but not that well. Like just
it's
like
okay
at home, or like when you're driving in a car and you're like on the steering wheel and you just like do the pingo dances.
I think that's perfect. That's great. But that's awesome to hear about all that. So you did this for so long, and then I'm assuming out of that, like there was hula hooping involved in some other parts of it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So hula hooping was just like kind of one of those things. We call it like under the manipulation banner. So manipulation is like juggling, like club juggling. You can have rings, like anything you're manipulating an object, really. So basically that was that. Oh, and then once I was a kid, like once I finished school, I went to the National Institute of Circus Arts, which is in Melbourne.
Okay.
So I have a degree. So my bachelor's degree is a Bachelor of Circus Arts.
That is incredible.
Yeah. I've never needed it for anything. No one's ever been like, "Are you qualified to do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I have bad news for everybody that goes to college. Unless you're going to be like a doctor or something like that, I'm just going to tell you, you're not going to need your degree for the most part. Okay, go ahead.
You're not going to. So I studied down there for 3 years. So it's basically a constant training program. It's like a specialized training program. And they only take 20 people per year in the course, which is like out of like the whole of Australia, which I mean, Australia doesn't have that many people.
It's pretty big though. Don't sell yourself short.
Pretty big. Yeah. And so you like audition to get in and that kind of thing. Anyways, I got in, and then I went down to Melbourne for 3 years, studied and trained for 3 years in circus, and hula hooping was one of my specialties, like a major.
Okay.
You know how you do a major subject?
Yeah. So then here's my question. In the circus school, in Circus University, did you have to train in clowns at all? Did you get to be a clown ever? That sounds like a no. But I wanted
Clowning's very broad because we did a lot of other subjects that were like we did performance as one of our subjects. So pretty much learning how to be a good performer on stage, and clowning is kind of under that umbrella.
Okay.
But like my best friend who was in the year below me, she actually had clowning as one of her majors.
See?
So I didn't major in clown.
This is what I wanted to know. Because there's like, you hear people sometimes make jokes about going to clown college, and you just, there's literally, there is a college where you can learn to be a clown.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Okay. See, it was a good question. I was sitting here thinking, I'm going to ask this, and she's going to be like, no, there's no such thing as clown college. But there is.
It's just the way that like the general public think about clown school is like it's a little bit different.
On the nose and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But there was a couple of the years above me when they graduated, they all had, their robes and their hats and that kind of thing. And then they all had clown noses for their like final picture. And they all threw up their clown nose and their hats in that stereotypical like graduation picture. They had them all there. That was
That's
really cool.
Funny. That is so hilarious. Oh my gosh. So you like, okay. I always think of you as like, oh, Emma's a hula hooper, but now I'm finding out you have so many extra talents. Okay. You have to clear this up for me. Okay.
Okay.
Because I know he didn't do it the first time, but I haven't watched the second time. Did Danny go up on the trapeze? Are you allowed to tell?
Okay. Not the first time.
Right,
so
I know.
The first time?
No.
With the panda head on. That was my brother.
Yeah.
So my brother and I and another friend of ours, we run a flying trapeze company together.
Oh.
All of us.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know the big flying trapeze I was telling you about?
Yeah.
With net and that kind of thing? Yeah. So we run a company here in Brisbane.
Okay.
Doing that. So that's our rig that we own.
Okay.
And we do classes and you can come along and have a go and that kind of thing. And we do kids classes and adults classes as well, mostly on the weekends.
Okay.
But yeah, so the first time was my brother.
Yeah.
Because Danny was he has a slight fear of heights.
I do too. It's okay.
Yeah. But he's done it before though. He had done it before when we were in America. We taught at a summer camp together in 2015.
Okay.
And I was doing a lot of flying trapeze there because they had a big circus program there. And Danny was teaching music. And so he did it then. So I knew that he'd done it before. So that's why I was not that worried. But yeah, and then he did it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say cuz
then we were just
I got all like irritated at him with the GoPro cuz he I didn't think he jumped in the pool with the GoPro. I was like, "Dang it, Danny, you always make me think you're going to do it."
I sent you that picture of him in the pool.
You did.
He threw it in, and then it turned off, and then he jumped in afterwards.
I know.
That's what.
But it was fun to make fun of him or pretend he didn't do it because that was more fun.
Always.
Okay, so listen.
Always fun to make fun.
If you can believe this, we're almost out of time. But I'm gonna. We can come back and talk some more. But
let's do it.
I'm gonna end up this one first. But before we end this one, I want you to tell everybody on YouTube, where can they go and see your videos, your instructional videos of hula hooping?
Okay, so you can go to youtube.com/hip hoop, not hop, hip hoop, as in hula hoop, hooray.
Hip hoop hooray. Hip hoop hooray.
Yeah.
And
that's my company.
That, of course, makes me think of, did you get it from the Hip Hop Hooray song? You don't even know what that is. I'm old. See, you don't know it. You don't even.
No, I do know what it is. I do know what it is. I have older siblings, so
that's true. There you go.
That stuff comes.
But do any of them have this fine, wonderful white beard like me? No, they don't.
They do not.
See, there you go.
No,
so I'm extra old.
No.
All right. So listen, Emma, we're gonna take. We'll come back in another day and talk to you.
Okay.
But we'll have the same clothes on and we'll look exactly the same. Yeah. But we're going to come back and talk again.
Print it.
And we can talk a little bit about Australia. And maybe we can talk about how you met Danny and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So, Emma, I'll see you in a day or so, and then we'll talk again. But thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it.